Hi genderqueer Chad, it's Nicole here. Well, I'm here on Wednesday on this beautiful day here in Texas. I'm really enjoying the weather now. We don't normally have a lot of temperate climates out here, so it's wonderful to have something below 100 degrees in the summer. I guess now it would be considered the fall, but it still feels like summer here, definitely. But I think it's in like the high 80s, so it's perfect, fantastic. So I thought I'd do my post outside on this beautiful day. But the topic this week is, how did you come to identify as genderqueer? I think for a lot of people, and for me especially, coming to the realization that I was genderqueer was definitely a process. I started out in middle school and high school not even knowing anyone in the gay community at all. Gay, trans, nothing at all. I knew what gay was, and I'm talking up until I was probably 16 years old. I was just really sheltered because of where I grew up. It was super small, and there wasn't, if there were gay people, they certainly weren't out and about and talking about it. So as I grew up, like my senior year or so, of course I started to dabble on the internet as far as finding, more expressive people that I related with a little bit more than my town. And that's when I started to make some trans friends. And as I got older and into college and everything, some of my friends started transitioning, and that's actually what opened the door for me for the word genderqueer, was my trans friends that were transitioning, and a lot of them kind of either went through a period where they believed they were genderqueer, or they believed they were kind of a combination of genderqueer, but they wanted to transition. So they were sort of the meld of genderqueer and trans together. And once I heard that term genderqueer, I thought, well, that's interesting, and I didn't ask a whole lot of questions at the time, but I did go online, and I actually in 2008 found genderqueer Chat, if you could believe it. That's actually the way that I started to really relate with the word and the community at large. But for a very long time, I identified as lesbian, and I know that gender and sexuality are different, but that's definitely how I define myself in every way, and I didn't really think of those two things. I didn't think they could be separate. I didn't understand that part because I didn't have the education and the vocabulary or the experience to do that. So, just the older I get, the more I am very firm in that I identify with my gender identity and not really with a specific sexual orientation, just because to me I believe that should be fluid for me personally. I believe that I should always keep that part of myself open and not cut off romantic interaction with people based on their genitals. It's just the principle of it. I'm just not comfortable doing that. I'm not comfortable labeling myself in a gendered way. Even my sexual orientation, I don't want to do that. I don't want to gender that. So this process was painful. There was a lot of steps to the process for me. I lost some people that I cared about, including my partner at the time that I came out as genderqueer. I don't know if it was specifically because I was genderqueer, but that definitely played a factor in why we broke up. And that was hard. That was difficult. But I have to say that now that I have people out of my life that don't accept me fully for who I am, now I really truly am so happy and in a really great place, and have people around me that love me and accept me for who I am. So that is my journey thus far. I hope that things keep changing throughout my life, that I am never sold on one idea or I'm closed off to any type of expression that I might find positive, but I know that I will always be genderqueer, and that won't change, and that's something that I love and that I've really enjoyed finding out about myself, and enjoy expressing each day. I just love it. It's so freeing. So I guess that's my story. As far as something I'd like to do for fun, of course I like to make vlogs. I also love music, a lot of different kinds of things about music. One of which would be, one of my passions is making mix CDs. Absolutely adore making mixes. I do this a lot for people when they need it most, or when I first become friends with them. I'm really good at kind of taking, maybe a few top bands, finding things that sound similar, and making them a mix CD they'd love. I just really like to do that. It's something that I feel is important. Also, I am in school for music therapy, so I love to play instruments and sing. Maybe I'll post a video or like an attachment to this, maybe, if I can get down to a piano in time, because I don't want to do it on a keyboard. It's not the same. But anyway, I'll try to post that because I do love all kinds of music. I'm learning multiple instruments at the moment at school. So really most of my interests lie there in music. I also love live music, going to concerts, etc., all that kind of stuff. It's almost like a spiritual experience for me to go to a concert that is really great and that you feel the energy from the crowd. It's fantastic. There's absolutely nothing like it. And I also love to be on stage as well, in certain situations. So just all around, love performance, love art of all kind, but especially music. And I am a little bit of a music hoarder, just a little bit. But that's okay. There could be worse things. I could be hoarding. So yeah. But I guess that's it. If you guys have any questions or want me to expand on anything, let me know and I will do that. Alright, you guys have a great week.